Hey guys, so I had a request from James Will to answer some questions on a video. He wanted me to do a skit, but I'm not sure if I want to. But if you guys want to see the skit, let me know and I'll do it. But his request was that I would answer some questions on a sci-fi story about tiny people that are about 2 to 3 inches tall in height, and they have been staying in my house for a while, and then later I find out that they plan to take over my house and my property and they want to kick me out. So he had some questions for me that I'm going to answer for him right now. So the first question he had for me was, you were home one day and you discover a city of tiny people 2 to 3 inches tall that have been staying in your house for a while, and what would you do? Well, please keep in mind, guys, that this is fake, and I don't really own a gun, but again, that's fake. So I guess the first thing I would do is I would grab my gun, and I would say to them, excuse me, what are you doing in my house? You need to leave now. You need to leave now, and I'll give you until the count of 3, or otherwise I'm going to shoot you. So that would be my answer to that first question for you, James. The second question is, what would you say to them? Well, the second question kind of ties into question number 1. So, question number 3, would you pick them up? I definitely would pick them up, and I would threaten to squash them if I was put. I would definitely pick them up, and I would put them all into a little container, a little Tupperware container, and I would squish them one by one because they are the ones that invaded my home and my property, and I don't know who they are, and I wouldn't be able to shoot them one by one. Because then at that time I would realize shooting them would be pointless and I would be making more damage to my house than to the little people. So it would make no sense just to shoot them. So I would just keep them hostage in a little container. That's question number 4. Would you like the idea of many-sized people in your house? No, I wouldn't. I would not, because they're the ones that trespass into my property and into my house, and who honestly would like that idea of somebody trespassing into their property and their home, and you don't even know them, you don't even invite them in. The only thing that I would like about it is I can use them to get into like little tiny places that I can't get into, that I'm too big for, and I can have them get things for me that I lost, or will search for the house for anything that I wouldn't know about. Question number 5. Would you play with them? If so, would you be mean or nice? I wouldn't have time to play with them. I'd be too busy trying to figure out what else to do with them, and I'd be working and doing all this stuff, so no, I wouldn't play with them. Would you dominate them and put them in mini cages? Yeah, I would dominate them, and I would put them in their own little place, in their own little well, maybe not cages, because they can get out easily. So I would just keep them in the container. And you don't know what they're capable of. If they're capable of breaking into your house, then who knows what they're capable of. Would you tell other people about them? If so, who? No, I would not tell anybody about them, because people would probably think I'm nuts and they would come after me. And little people might hurt them. So, would you tease them? Again, no, I wouldn't tease them. I wouldn't really have time to tease them. It's pointless when I can just come up to them and just squish them into little bugs. What else do you think you would do? I know that I would probably attach little spy cameras to them and have them spy on certain people, or I would attach the cameras to them and have them go into the tiny little spaces and look for secret hidden treasure that we don't know about, or have them look for things that are lost that I've been looking for forever and I can't get into things. And then I would watch them on my computer so that they don't do anything too tricky. But on the flip side, this is what James Will has for me as well. So question number 10. Later you find out they were planning to take over your house and property and throw you out. What would you do then? And explain. I would squish them one by one. I would squish them slowly and painlessly and expose them to the public, because who knows how many more are out there hiding out in public, and I would just want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. More bigger people, the better. Okay, so that's my answers to James Will's sci-fi story kind of thing. I hope that answered all your questions, and if you guys want to see more of this, then send me some more questions that I can do for you. Bye.